Hello, shooters, loaders, and casters. Welcome to the Georgia Shooting Connection Friday Night Live stream. I hope y'all had a good start to the new year, and we are either 7 minutes late or 3 minutes early. Live stream. I hope y'all had a good start to the new year, and we are either 7 minutes late or 3 minutes early. Live stream. I hope y'all had either. I'm gonna have to start muting Kyle for the
first Fixed it. Hey, that's where I popped out the live chat. I forgot to mute it.
Okay, so yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I ruined your intro, and you were doing so good.
Yeah, it
right off the rails.
You know, that is nothing new, Kyle.
I know it. You should be used to it by now.
3 years, and you ain't figured that out yet.
You should be used to it by now.
Far out. Tread, in case you missed it. Hey, Gene, what's going on, buddy? And we got people piling in here already. Thank all y'all for joining us tonight. Kyle started off like you usually do.
Tell you what, brothers and sisters, it is awesome to see every dang one of you. And welcome to the first Georgia Connection live stream of 2022. We're glad to have each and every one of you, and we hope y'all are here for every one of them coming. Other than that, CW, take it off.
Yep. I want to say the same thing. Thanks everyone for showing up. Our first one for the year. Start off a new year. Hopefully it's better than the last one. We all make it better. So that's how it's going to be. And that's about it. We got a couple topics going on. And we're going to get off with that pretty quick. There's Daniel. Go ahead, Jamie.
Go ahead, what? Yeah, like I got something planned or something.
You got
guys, I'll just share a little bit what's going on. My dad suffers from COPD and congestive heart failure. He was on the he was in the hospital last week, and I couldn't go see him because I had here's our guest coming in here right now. Welcome in, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. How are you?
I'm good, man. Thanks for joining us tonight. But I was in the middle of a story. Let me finish this and I'll make it quick.
Yeah.
My dad was, like I said, he's got congestive heart failure, COPD, and he tested positive. And he just got out of hospital last week. And y'all don't know my dad, but y'all know a little bit about me. And they said, well, you tested positive. You need to go to the hospital. And what do you think my dad said? Not just no. So,
and what did he say?
He did not say just no. So
it's French for ain't no way.
Oh,
yeah. So they called an ambulance, and the ambulance came over and checked him out and said he's good. He passed his walk test, and thank you, Rebel. I knew somebody'd help me out right there. All right, Mr. Highboy, I'm assuming you know everybody on the panel tonight. You know Kyle and CW.
Yes, yeah.
And I've been watching your stuff since, what, 2016, 2015?
And I have no idea why.
It's been a minute, and none of us do.
Yeah.
I particularly like the Battle Room Bible studies.
Me too.
I've been approached by me and Daniel God is my judge was talking about that. What's up, Scott? There's my brother from Tennessee right there.
So,
Yes.
so we're live, right?
Yes,
You
sir.
are live, yes.
I didn't know. You know.
Yeah, we just went live when you popped in.
Great.
Well, let me rephrase. You missed Kyle not muting his.
You missed me messing it up. That's what you missed.
So we'll go through the live chat, the side chat over here in a minute. We got Walter out there, and I can get Walter on. Walter, I'll send you a link if you want, and I'll send Willie a link if y'all want. We got room for a couple more. I'm gonna be trying to get in touch with Gene, reloading from the hot pot, and see if we can get him over here with us one of these Friday nights soon. He's a fun guy.
It's been a minute since we had Gene over here.
I don't know that we've ever had Gene on with us on Friday.
I think we've had him one time.
Once.
But it's been a minute.
Well,
good Lord, we've been doing this 3 years?
Yes, sir.
I think he was in year 1.
We started in May of 2018. So when we get to May of this year, assuming that YouTube don't kick us all off, and that's one of the reasons we got High Boy here to talk about some of our options tonight. We will be celebrating 4 years, so
we can do a giveaway. I'll give away some fake apples.
Well, Jesse B Outdoors may be jumping in later. If he does, we're going to do a giveaway. So for you guys that don't know, and I probably should publicize it a lot more. Highboy has his own forum, his own website, and it's a cool place. I don't get over there like I want to. Y'all all know all the stuff I got going on if you watch regular. But you want to tell us a little bit about that, Highboy?
Well, a long time ago, we had a live stream, a lot like this one, where we didn't know what Facebook was going to do, what YouTube was going to do. And we all decided that we needed a game plan to stick together. And that's right when Loads of Bacon started. Him and I, we kind of started our things about the same time. And at least we began planning them at the same time. And they all grew at the same time. And so I started the forum. And in the beginning, I thought, well, this was a forum that as I get going, I can begin monetizing it and get some Google AdSense going. And then I had this idea that, it would just be kind of neat if other channels could they just want to bring their content. So people can find them and they can sprout from there, just kind of like a landing pad for everybody. And then I learned that Google I learned how internet works. When you start running Google AdSense, Google, they get the key to the back door of your establishment. And they get to see everyone's ID. They see every breath you take, every stroke of the key. And I'm like, that was not what this was about. And so we got the forum. And it's just a place where people can come and you can, for the most part, hide away from the world. But I tell people, use a stage name because there's still eyes lurking. There's this evil world has so many more powers than we do. They can get into any forum. I've had a couple questions this last week. I had a guy ask me, can you read my private messages? I don't know. I have no idea. If I had the ability, I wouldn't know how to exercise that. So I would say in your private messaging, well, here, say this. In your walk in life, only talk about things that you want people to hear, right? And So I just the forum's a place where you can come and enjoy your Second Amendment. Can you enjoy your First Amendment? No, absolutely you can't. People don't understand that because I don't allow swearing. And I do want to elaborate something on that real quick. That sometimes we get wrong. We misunderstand our First Amendment. Your First Amendment only goes as far as what you own, your private property and government property. Property that's bought for by the taxpayer. In other words, I can go to my Capitol and I can have my freedom of speech. They can't muzzle me. The reason I bring this up is, no, my forum isn't freedom of speech because I don't allow swearing. But it's like, I don't call it my forum because we all pitch in. But the majority like the fact that it's just good, clean language, people treating people right, and it's a place where you can come to get away from the world, the negativity, and put good, wholesome content. You know, if you put links to your videos that take people to where you're at, I think that's great. So that's what the forum's about.
I can totally respect that.
Everyone's quiet now.
It won't be long, man. It won't be long. I sent Walter a link. He'll be in probably here in a few minutes. But
Here's somebody knocking at the door.
Bing bong.
There he is.
All right. Time out here. Walter, some of the stuff you put under your picture, man, you got to pronounce for me. What is this?
That says my casting vids.
Say that again.
Sounded
My
out.
casting vids.
Yeah.
As soon as I was reading
casting
it and I went, oh my
vids.
God.
Walter, if you could, you ought to make that your own YouTube channel.
It's Friday.
20 years later, he's made 1 million videos casting bullets, and no one ever picked up on it.
Oh, that's brilliant, sir.
I'm sorry. Given tonight's topic, I couldn't pass it up, guys.
Oh, awesome.
So, hi, boy, do you know Willie Bullet Man?
Hey, hi, boy.
Well, how you doing there? No, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
right.
Can you guys hear me? I didn't test my mic before I came on. Okay,
We
good.
can
Thank
hear
you.
I can hear you.
That's cold-blooded, man. Come on.
Willie's another Californian. He lives 150,
Unfortunately.
200 miles from me across the valley.
You look cold, Viejo.
Well, you know, I got a piece of tri-tip out grilling on the charcoal grill out there.
I'll
And
be
it's
right
cold
over
out,
here.
it's cold outside. It's probably 60 degrees out there, man. I'm about freeze to death.
60. Ooh.
Did you say 60?
Yeah, I mean that's cold.
It's
You know,
not
we
very
barely have
late
clothes
here.
for that stuff over
In
here
about-
in California.
In about 10 minutes, all of us on the panel will all be in Walter's screen eating the barbecue.
Hey, Walter is
Yes.
9 minutes on each side, and that's a
Yeah.
beautiful medium rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use a meat thermometer. I get it up to 135 and then yank it.
Let it sit for a little bit.
I'm close to that now, so in a minute I'm going to jump up and go grab it and let it sit. But
I'll make
Yeah.
a good shoe leather steak right now. I can tell you, I'm bad at that. Be shoe leather by the time I get done. You don't want to eat my barbecue.
Yeah, you don't. You don't.
Mario's here. Y'all ready? All together. 1, 2, 3. Hey.
hey, yeah, Mark,
There's the magic man. We were
Another
just wondering
California-
about you earlier,
another
sir.
Californian. Another
Yep.
Wolverine over here behind enemy lines, man.
So,
We don't want to talk about that.
No.
Daniel's got 16 degrees in Ohio.
Jer Bear's 13 below.
Ooh, where's he at?
Mag nabbit.
13 below. Where are you at, Mr. Jerry Bear Tactical?
North of here.
57 right now where I am. Be down
It's-
to low 30s though.
It's 30 here.
Your
They
low,
were,
your normal time will be our lows tonight.
They were forecasting teens this
Oof.
morning when we woke up, but
Ooh.
Yeah.
it was about 28.
Well, that was with the wind chill because it was breezy.
It was breezy, but it was about 29, 28 degrees. But the problem was it didn't get much warmer today. It high was, I think, was what, 35, 36, Kyle?
If that.
There's Mr. Leverguns 50. I'll run through the side chat. Well, let me just do that.
Do your thing.
There's Dave.
We got Mario Mosen, Treads out there, Lead Bullet Junkie. What's going on, buddy? We got Tree Demon 133, 13 degrees in Kentucky. Thanks for joining us, man. David Strohmeyer, Saddle Up Shooting. Got some new names out here. Thanks
I
for
spoke
joining,
with him
guys.
the other day.
Do what?
I spoke with him the other day, invited him over. He's got a nice
Cool, man. Thanks for joining us. Hope you have a good time. We sure do. Insight Freedom, what's up, Scott? Leverguns 50, Vanessa Kitty, Ocean 374. What's going on, Ocean? Lead Bullet Junkie Chris from the 740. Uncle John, reloading from the hot pot. Jerry Bear Tactical, Daniel God is my judge. Alaska 1 Andy, tacos and french fries. I'm hungry again.
I'm hungry.
Michael Hurtneck, what's going on? Reloader 762, Lead Bullet Junkie, Uncle John, Treads out there, Mike Hester, we call him the Rebel. Daniel God is my judge, Walter Davis, Vanessa Kitty, Crazy Gearhead, what's going on? 7 degrees in Michigan. Woo. Reloader 762, Critter 9A 12. 12 in Texas. Come on, man. We got Mark Thomas, Andy 79Z28. Mr. Wooly Bullet Man has joined us on the panel. We're glad to have him. Uncle John, and I think I'm repeating myself. Tim S. Tim S is going to be in and out because he's out eating Mexican tonight. New Tex I Can. What's going on? There's James of Vestige. He's got a question. SC Gunner, welcome in. Nice to see you here too, buddy. And Jerry Bear Tactical, GGW Reloading. Walter Bunning has joined us. Insight Freedom said they got 4 to 9 inches of snow in parts of Tennessee. There's Broke Loader. CW's on the panel. And I think I'm repeating myself. So
I look like somebody stole my lunch. I'm sorry. I was just sitting here reading.
So if I missed you, make a comment and I'll say hey to you. We're glad to have Highboy on with us tonight. Oh, G23, my Uncle Milty, Walks Fletcher. Y'all snuck in the back door, didn't you? Every Patty's back there.
That's a high-powered side chat, you guys. I don't know if you realize it, but
Going good,
there's
yeah.
some horsepower over there.
No, Uncle John said I'm a VIP. You mentioned me 3 times.
There you go, Mr. Vestige. Is that right, Highboy?
What's that?
76 Highboy Forums.
Yes. 76highboy.com.
All right, let me make a banner for that.
I was about to say, hang on a minute. Tread will have it in the side chat.
Yeah. That's a good forum, you guys. We got 2,500, 3,000 guys over there with a lot of experience, over there. We got new people, old folks like myself, that need a walker to get over to the computer. And, then there's guys like Highboy who are,
My
close
problem
behind.
is whenever I go over to a new forum, somebody steals one of my tennis balls and I end up taking my walker in circles.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I got to tell you guys this. I've been working so much since I don't know, middle of October. And so by the time I get home, I got so much to do. I don't have time to get on the computer. And so we got these new phones last year, and my phone just doesn't like to go anywhere except YouTube. I don't know how YouTube makes it so easy for you to get on there. But today, no problem. My phone, I can get right to the forum. Man, I was on the forum all throughout the day. So I don't know what happened with my phone, but it suddenly became forum friendly.
It's weird, just the way all of it works. Some are easy, some are hard, and
it's always my phone has never liked to log into some sites, and the thing with our forum is I don't know how to explain it. I'm just not a web guy. It seems like we tried to make these. What do you call those? Where you put it on your phone, you just click on it and it goes right to the forum.
App.
yeah, a little app.
Oh, yeah. Since we made that, my phone does not like to go there. But I did clean out a bunch of apps the other day, and I think my phone kicked that one out. So now I can get on. So I don't know what it was, but I'm learning.
Hey, Miss Highboy.
It's all crazy. It all depends on what they want you to see.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good to see you.
I got my fortune cookie,
So you had Chinese tonight.
a Panda Express. Yum.
Ugh.
Well, it's not my first choice. That's where she wanted to go. So I got the rice, and then I got the teriyaki chicken, just plain chicken, and then their Beijing beef. That's not too bad. You
You get
know,
a good one, it's really good. If you get a bad one, it's really bad.
I know. Yeah.
I gotta be honest about Panda Express. They just opened here in
That's the time to go, Jamie. New ones are almost always good.
well, I didn't know what to
It
order.
really is. If it's a brand new Chinese place, it's almost always good. It may go right downhill, but usually they're good off the bat.
Very well said.
Yeah, right before the grill gets seasoned.
Well, all the cat. There's a lot of cats to choose from when they open. Well, I gotta admit, when we go to in the Panda Express and I'm walking in, I turn around and I just kind of cry because there's Texas Roadhouse. It doesn't make sense. There's the steak.
Right. See, that's my problem. I went and I didn't know what to order, so I didn't like it when I got it home. And it's 2 doors down from Texas Roadhouse. So
I got to stop you right there. I have never, God's honest truth, had a good steak at that Roadhouse. I would rather go to Sizzler and get a steak there, or a taco truck to have a better steak than Texas Roadhouse.
Sizzler. I hadn't seen a Sizzler in years.
I would have to tell you that with our Texas Roadhouse, if you're into gambling, you could gamble on whether it's going to be good or bad, because one time it's good, next time it's bad. We got a place called what's it called? I can't remember. It's real close to us. One of the best steaks you're going to get your hands on. That's where I like to go, but it's $50 a meal.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Roost Chris.
yeah. Ooh, I can't
Down
get
here
more.
we got Roost Chris Steakhouse, and the macaroni as a side is $50. $50.
Yeah, a la carte, everything. But it's good if you got deep pockets.
Yeah,
Well,
it's good food. I ain't gonna lie, it's good food, but I don't want to buy it.
I got to tell you guys, we bought 2 huge baby back ribs, and tomorrow we're going to smoke them all day long.
Nice.
Come on over. Come on over.
You going 3, 2, 1 on them?
No. I go about
Well,
I go 4, 2, and then I run them till the bone's just ready to come out, and I yank it.
Okay,
So,
all right, I got you.
I don't do 3, 2, 1. If you think about 3, 2, 1, that doesn't really fit, because in August it's going to be a lot shorter. Now tomorrow I might have those on 4.5 hours.
Right. Yeah, I do understand that part. Yeah.
And another thing, I roll it at 200 degrees for the first. Tomorrow, about 4 to 4.5 hours, I'll be at 200 degrees, rolling them out. And then when I wrap it, then I'll bump it to 250, and I'll leave it there for 2 hours until when I pick them up, I know how they feel. And then I unwrap them.
Right.
And I put my this is a bad word, my limp bacon on there. I chop it up, I hate that word. But anyway, put the bacon on there, and I'll put my barbecue sauce on there, and I will just let it go until those bones just start to pull out, and I yank it. So
make a small video about it, just a real quick snippet, because I'd like to see it.
Well, now I will, because they don't want my reloading videos. They're going to get some barbecue videos. So
there you go.
Are they stopping reloading videos now?
Treetop just did that, didn't he? Recently, he did a second channel.
Dude, it's up. I was gonna do a unboxing video, and they said, "Oh crap, they're just gonna see my name and say no." So I'd like to do that if I could right now.
CW had an unboxing taken down.
Okay with you, Jamie?
Yeah, if it's all right with the guys. Y'all cool with Kyle doing a quick unboxing?
Y'all cool with me doing a little unboxing? I've already unpacked it. And
we're gonna roll the dice.
There's nothing gonna pop out.
Okay.
No, they ain't gonna shut it down.
Okay.
All right.
I'll guarantee you.
All right. Our buddy Mike Hertzneck, I wanted to make sure I didn't pronounce his name, sent me a package. And I don't know what 7C's pipe tobacco is, but I have a lot of it. I'm not exactly sure what HGL is, but I've got a lot of it. I'm fixing to sample some of it. I've got Brigadier Black Waterloo, big can. I've got Brigadier Black Full Run, big can. Hang on, I got to move some stuff. I'm running out of table space. I got Brigadier Black Antietam. He sent me some pipe cleaners, some of the Captain Black Cherry, and Captain Black Sea, which I haven't opened yet. I haven't opened any of this yet. I was gonna take part of some of this stuff a little bit tonight, if that was all right with y'all. But I wanted to give. Wait, and the coup de grace. Wait a minute.
Oh, cool.
Very nice.
He sent me a pipe Zippo.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, very nice. I cannot tell him how thankful I am and appreciative I am. But I'm fixing to pack me a pack right now, live on the phone.
So you're not going
Let's
to need to
see.
buy tobacco for a long time.
No, I've got quite a bit right here.
Not till tomorrow, anyway.
Exactly.
Oh my God! If you would smoke all this tonight, oh my, the hell with Corona. That smells
I want
good.
to say something.
Yes, sir.
I didn't get my fortune cookie.
Uh-oh.
Wait a
Uh-oh.
minute. What?
No, no fortune. No fortune.
No fortune in the fortune cookie?
That is a no bueno for the new year.
That's,
You know what?
That's very unfortunately.
yeah,
But it tastes good.
it tastes good. That's the good part. Yeah.
Yeah, they are
very
good.
unfortunate, my friend.
And they're,
Oh, man.
they're just enough, just sweet enough to finish off and calm that meal down, and got just a little bit of a lemon hint. And yeah, man.
Preacher's in the house.
You got to have oolong tea with Chinese food. I'm sorry. That's the best with the fortune cookie.
Hey, preacher, glad you're here, brother.
And I'll back out anytime, Jamie, if someone wants to come on, just letting you know.
Well, I appreciate that.
Not a
But
problem.
High Boy was going to say something before Kyle started his unboxing video. Do you remember what you were going to say?
Yeah, it was my fortune cookie.
Oh, that was what you were going to say.
It was the
That's
uncookying cookie.
It was just
I wanted to
unfortunate.
hear it. It really hurt me, ripped me up.
Jamie, Michael's asking if you got your box.
I have not, sir.
And actually, no, I'm not out of jail, James. I just found a way to get around their blocks.
Yeah, that's very cool. You told me that. I haven't tried it yet, but
I can't upload new content, but I can upload really old content that all my new subscribers probably haven't seen.
yeah, but why are they going to block an unboxing? Come on.
Okay, I got something I want to say about that. So, I'll tell you right now, if you want to do an unboxing, you can do that. They are going to only demonetize a percentage, give you whatever is available for the companies that want to support you. How a demonetization works is YouTube, they are, okay, the anti-establishment, and they don't want to give us any money. But there's companies that are pro-gun, and they want their money out there. So YouTube kind of has to have it. So what they're going to do is they're going to find those videos in which they can place that. If you want to show products, if you want to show, here's the deal. I can take a Dylan and I can put it together all day long. But the reason I'm not going to do that is it's not fair to my viewers. Viewers don't want to watch me assemble it. They want to be able to go to the range and shoot something. So we can go over to Rumble for that. But it would have to be pretty tight for YouTube to shut a channel down because they're setting up a Lee Classic cat,
Yeah, but right now, I don't mean to interrupt you, but right now I think you're the only one monetized on this panel. None of us are asking money from YouTube, and they're killing us faster than you can, yanking our videos down faster than you can blink. I mean, I'm 499 subs. That's it. I'm a little tiny French fry in the group, and I got 2 strikes, and they pulled 9 videos down. 9 videos.
Well,
Yeah, I know all
I just
that.
heard you say that, and she growled, and she was sleeping.
Yeah, I don't want no one's money. You
She
know, I'm
heard you
doing this
say
to-
YouTube, and she went,
Okay, this is the thing. You know,
That's a good dog right there.
this is the thing. If I've had any taken down, and I have, and Kyle, you guys, and Willie, you watched all my videos, and High Boy as well. You guys know that I have gone out of my way to abide by their quote unquote community guidelines ever since I've been on YouTube. If I have gotten any taken down, I don't know it. If I've gotten any strikes, they hadn't sent me an email telling me that they have. But to think that Willie's had 9 videos taken down.
2 strikes back to back, instantaneously. Yep. Boom, no warning. No, they don't give you a warning or nothing. I don't really care about a warning. It was just like, I got an email going, "You're screwed," and I'm like, I didn't follow your guidelines.
That's why I quit with my Saturday and Sunday morning casting session live streams. I just stopped. I was like, I'm just.
But I'm going to say this again, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to beat a dead horse. What's the difference between casting a bullet and casting a fishing sinker? What's the difference? Fishing sinker guys can cast all their videos all day long, but us bullet guys get the heat of it.
Yep, and their community guidelines don't say anything specific about casting. They say you can't, besides the firearms, you can't show how to make a firearm or alter it to make it semi-auto and all that. But they also say you can't show how to make ammunition. Well, a cast bullet's not ammunition. You can go look up Webster's dictionary definition of ammunition, and it doesn't say anything about a bullet, the projectile being the ammunition. It says that it has to be the projectile with the powder, an ignition source, the case. It has to be a cartridge, in other words.
Well, they change it every week, so that's why I quit making normal videos. I just
yeah. They pulled a whole bunch of my casting videos and said, "Hey, this is making ammunition," and I complained and said, "No, it isn't. This is not ammunition. Go look at Webster's." They don't listen to any of that on your.
Oh yeah, they don't care about that.
No,
they don't.
We don't like
Brian. What you said to them was
videos.
Beautiful. I laughed my ass off when you wrote back to them, Brian.
I've been nice. I've been mean. I've said the facts. It doesn't matter. I don't think they care. Don't matter. They took down an unboxing that I had molds. I wasn't casting bullets. I was just opening boxes, looking at molds. Did I talk about something they don't like? I don't remember. It's gone, so I don't know. But they took down another video that I was just opening up bags of powder, talking about the colors and what I was going to have for upcoming videos, and they took that down.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's gotten personal.
So
my YouTube channel is registered under a different email than what I give you guys, and I've noticed a couple of inboxes or a couple of new emails on that particular channel, and I just hadn't even looked at them because I know it's YouTube pulling down videos. And I haven't done anything since then. I had like five new notifications on that YouTube or that email, and I knew what they were. So I didn't even know. I just whatever.
You got the floor, high boy.
Well, I'm reluctant to say what I'm about to say because I could get put on a list, but I'm just going to say this because at this point I don't care. Okay. I know some people, and I'm going to tell you how it works. I've talked to 2 people from YouTube, attorneys, and they're competitive shooters, by the way. Would you believe that? And they said,
Sure.
"Oh, we love your videos." I'm talking to these people, and they're attorneys, and they tell me this. I can't tell you much because I had to sign a thing that I wouldn't tell you guys. So I'm going to tell you how it works. You have I'm going to tell you a story after this, and we'll open your eyes to kind of what's going to happen with Rumble. So you have a company called YouTube with policy. They have a policy. just like any company can have a policy for their employees and a policy for maybe a contractor that comes onto their premises, right? But just because a contractor comes onto their premises with their hard hat, their vest, their steel-toed boots, doesn't mean that someone can't say, you know, I don't like that guy. Your glasses are dirty. You're going to have to leave. Where'd that come from? Okay. So a long time ago, when everyone started getting their videos pulled, that's when I started meeting other people in this cloud world that were affiliated with this type of a business. And this guy told me something really smart. So he told me, and I heard what he said. He said, don't you make a video ranting at YouTube, and don't make any other comments on other videos that are ranting on YouTube. He said, YouTube isn't going to make notice of that, but all those people back there will. They're the problem. They're the ones that play the games of who gets strikes and who goes bye-bye. If you go back to that time, you'll notice a change in my live streams. I promise you will. That change was, I just want to thank YouTube for the platform. I appreciate YouTube. I had all these other channels saying, YouTube's doing this, and I started to do that. And I had this guy call me and say, don't do that. Stay off their radar. Don't get on that list of every individual that's sitting behind that desk. I almost made a video telling people what I thought about YouTube, and I didn't. To this day, about 4 years later, I have 2,500 videos. I have made video after video after live stream of making everything up to the completed cartridge. I've never had one strike.
Well, I must have made a few people mad because I've got 5 emails on an email link that I don't use. That's just used to set up my YouTube account. And they were like, bing, bang, boom, bang, bang, you know.
Here's what we have to focus on from here. And let me put this in your tool bag. This is like the fighting move for our side. In 2008, YouTube got sued. Well, I don't know if they got sued, but it was this thing where, let's just say George Strait has a song and someone downloads it and George Strait's attorney is going to go after YouTube or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Copyright infringements.
Right.
So YouTube had a heck of a problem. How do they stop that? They can't stop that. So they needed someone that had the technology. The person that had the technology, or the entity or the corporation, was Rumble. Rumble had the technology. So YouTube went to Rumble and said, help us, help us, help us. We're getting our cans sued off and we can't control this. So Rumble said, well, here, let us help you. Several years ago, Rumble said, you know what? We have the technology. We have the capability of cloud, wherever they put their videos. Who knows? Let's start our own social media. If you look what's happened with the New York Stock Exchange with Rumble lately, with the growth of Rumble, Rumble has YouTube right here. And guess what Rumble wants? They want those viewers. Now, there's a kiss of death. Those entities that run Rumble are no less liberalized than the entities that run YouTube.
And that's a danger anywhere you go to.
Oh, you said it, buddy. So right now, Rumble wants this massive customers, okay? So they're going to allow freedom of speech, whatever you want to call that in this day and age. They're going to let you do your videos over there. So what's going to happen is YouTube this is the weapon you can put in your bag. YouTube's going to lose viewers. They're going to get hit hard. You give it 3 to 4 years, and you're going to see this wave go over to Rumble. But there's going to be a point where Rumble's going to have to sit back and ask themselves, do we want to repeat what YouTube did? Because there's one difference in the game today. You look at how many different video platforms there are. I'm going to tell you guys a really sad thing. I'm not going to say who this is. I can't. There's a social video outlet out there growing in the world, and they were wanting to do live streams, and they were ready to pull the trigger. They found the corporation to run the live streams, and the corporation said, well, to do it mechanically, you have to build this, and this. They said, okay, we're going to get this done. We get our software guys on it. We're going to start building it. They put all this money, and this organization over here, they get bought out by the liberals. Guess what the liberals say? We won't allow that kind of content. So this this video platform, they put all this money and effort into this, and this company who gets bought out changes on them. And now they can't, they could take this company to court, but they're going to burn money and time. They don't have it. And these big corporations know it. What's the bottom line? The bottom line is this. If you go to Rumble, make sure you have 2 forms of content. That's one of my viewers right there. Make sure that one form of content is what you love, what you want to do while you're there. But the other form is a neutral form where if in 4 years they say, we're pulling your videos, you can pull what they don't want and you can still keep your money base going. I look back on YouTube and 9 years into this, if I would have had playlists of tool review videos or whatever it was, right now I could pull all my videos and I would still make money on what was left. So what I'm saying is, there's 2 things I'm saying. In YouTube, there are idiots behind desks and they can write your name down. But here's the other thing that's in YouTube. There's pro Second Amendment people that they can put a little click on your channel that gives you a badge and no one will bother you. Hint, hint. How you earn that respect, I don't know. But what I don't do is I don't talk bad about the establishment, and I thank them, and I just go forward. And the other thing I've done, and I'm going to tell you this, a lot of people don't want to hear this, but I've always asked God to protect my channel, because if he protects my channel, he protects my viewers. Don't ask me why, how it works. But the other thing is make sure that going forward, wherever you go, pick something that's just not Second Amendment, but pick something that's neutral to where if you got to pull that, you're still going to pull the money. And then wherever you go from there, you can take that money to feed it. So that's the best thing that I have for you. Go ahead, Walter.
I want to respond to that a little bit. And I want to respond from the seat of a small potatoes YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
I could care less about the monetization. I'm not there. I don't care. What is bugging me about YouTube has nothing to do with any of that. What is bugging me about YouTube is about their focused attacks on the small guys. And that, my friends, is what in law enforcement we call selective enforcement. Yeah. And that's a terrible premise to work on. I think YouTube in their community guidelines comes right out and they say we enforce our guidelines equally across all members. Well, I'm going to tell you that that's not true. That's a big fat lie, because they're not doing that. They have selected, for whatever reason, a number of small channels that are doing nothing outside of their constitutional rights. I've never badmouthed YouTube in any way, shape, manner, or form. I've never heard Willie do that. I've never heard CW do that. I've never heard Kyle do that, and I've never heard, where's Jamie? Yeah, he's over there. There's Jamie. Never heard Jamie do that. So I can't believe that it's about anything I said or about anything necessarily that I've posted, when there are other huge channels, and I'm talking some channels that are 100,000 subscribers or more, do exactly the same thing and not see any kind of issues. But they're pulling down stuff that is just very benign. And like we were talking about earlier, casting videos, they're saying that a cast bullet is ammunition. That's an excuse that they're using. I don't think they really believe that any more than you or I do. I think that they are, for whatever reason, after some of us in particular, and I can't get away from the thought that it's a personal attack engendered by some other user out there that is flagging our videos. And I kind of think that that might be the case. Maybe it's somebody within YouTube, maybe it's somebody outside of YouTube, but for whatever reason, I'm upset with the YouTube format because they are selecting us small guys non-unilaterally, and they're picking on us for stuff that they don't pick on anybody else for. And so that's my issue with them, and that's why I'm looking at Rumble. And I don't feel like Rumble is going to be the end all catch all. I don't believe that they've got everything that I need, but as I've expressed to a couple guys and recently, I view it as a lifeboat for my sinking ship of a channel. It'll hold my videos, hopefully it'll keep my subscribers. I'm here, you guys, to share what I know how to do. And I don't know how to do all that much, but I'm a pretty good bullet caster. I know how to do it, and I've got some experience with it, and I do a pretty good job most of the time. We all have.
I agree with you, Walter.
But
I think they're after
I want to hang on to those subscribers. I don't want to lose them. I don't want them to lose out on me giving them a hand, and when I can't walk to their house because they live in Norway.
Right. I agree with you. They're after the small guys, and I don't have a big YouTube channel at all. I just enjoy doing this every Friday evening, and then I used to enjoy doing a Saturday morning live stream that I was amazed if 20 people would chime in, but I think they're after the little guys, and they think if they take out the little guys, they'll get the big guys. I don't know.
Yeah, you could well be right. And G23 and Andy are over there talking about Utreon, and I haven't looked at Utreon, and I probably won't for a little while, and here's why. I'm a little guy. I don't want to take the time to sit down at the computer and upload my stuff to 47 different locations, or even more than one. Really, I'm to be honest, exactly. I'm having trouble keeping up with both Rumble and YouTube. Because I like to respond to every comment I get. I make it a point to go respond, and that takes some time. I'm gonna sit on Rumble
before too long. Shit, now we got to go to work. Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit on Rumble for a while I explore some of these other sites, and I suspect that within a year we'll find some place, or I will, that's better than Rumble. Rumble's got some big holes in it. There's no doubt. Yeah. But I'm not going to go out and right now and look at a whole bunch of other places. I don't have the time to do that. I'm not about that. I'm not about trying to promote my website at all. Those that find me good, then.
I will say, to be honest with you, everybody, I could care less about the monetization. The only reason it means something to me is I would like to get that up to where I don't have to ask for donations on the forum. Past that, if the forum was non-existent, I would care less. I would probably turn the monetization off, and just run my videos wherever, And as far as like the small guy, don't without a doubt, I do believe that, because it was like when they went after Hickok and Hickok came back at them, they left him alone and they started going to the little guys. And I thought, man, if there was any way all the little channels could get together and put a class action lawsuit against them, but I think they got a lot more money to burn than us, And I'm not saying that anyone, especially on this panel, I don't follow channels, but I will tell you, I remember channels sending me videos of other channels ranting about YouTube. And so I don't know who they were. I just clicked out of that. So I hope that no one thinks that I'm saying anyone on the panel ever said anything about YouTube. I'm not. All I'm saying is I do think that I think there's some weird people working at YouTube. They ain't got nothing better to do than in the middle of the night, they're bored drinking their coffee and they're going to pick on you because you said something you didn't like.
Well,
praise the Lord.
I don't think that anybody on this panel has ever went way out of their way to downplay YouTube at all. We're all grateful that I'm grateful that we have this opportunity to do what we're doing right now on Friday nights. You know,
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately,
I'm not
we all
going to
got to look at
badmouth
it. This is their platform, so we got to unfortunately get shafted sometimes. You know, for doing nothing wrong. You know, I'll never ask a dime of anyone. I'm on Social Security. If anyone needs money, I do, but I'm not going to ask a dime from anyone ever. I'll never take Patreon. I'll never take any of the money from anywhere. I did it so my grandkids later on can see what Grandpa did. I wanted my boys to be able to say, "Hey, you know what?
Well,
Dad made a video on how to load this round, or Dad made a video on how to make this bullet." But now all of a sudden, again, like I said, I'm a nobody. And I remember when they went after guys, when they went after Fortune Cookie and so on, then all of a sudden they went, "We're going to go after 1,000 subs." But now they're coming after little guys, you know, I mean, just nobodies like myself. And it's just sad. But it's their platform, so we got to live in it. And
yeah,
unfortunately,
exactly. It's their platform. Abide by it. That's why I don't do my Saturday morning casting videos, live streams, and all that, because I was really wanting to show off the new molds I got from CW.
I would make the video and see what they do. I'm not going to stop doing it. I'm going to keep casting. Once I'm back up, I'm going to keep casting and I'm going to keep doing it. And if they want to get rid of me, then get rid of me. It's not like I don't have 3 other channels on YouTube.
I might do that tomorrow if you insomniacs get up the time I do.
I'm saying I got other channels I can.
Let's do some wad cutters. Woohoo!
Hey, Matt, talking about wad cutters, Walter, I just did that 10 cavity monster. Oh, my forearms are killing me. Oh, my arms hurt so bad.
That sucker's up there. That thing weighs 6 pounds empty, man.
Oh.
If I can be so bold here, I've sat here quiet and respectful for quite a few minutes. Now I'm going to talk. We've got people out there talking about Odyssey, Utreon, and Rumble. My advice to you, especially when YouTube is doing this, that, and the other thing, and I'm not going to say anything. I'm grateful for YouTube, and I'll expand on that in a second. But if you can get in one of these websites where your stuff automatically goes to their website as well, then it's a little bit silly not to take advantage of that service. If you can get them, you can post it once to YouTube and have it go to Odyssey and Utreon. My stuff was on BitChute for a long time, back in when all this stuff first started. Tread is absolutely right. About every 2 years, we have this same discussion, and we get all up in an uproar, and then it kind of fades away until we do something as a group and are unified in what we do. It's going to continue in this cycle, and that's why I appreciate what Highboy's done with his forums over there. It's why I appreciate what James has done, Loads of Bacon's done at the Reloaders Network. They're not a place where we can host, where we can put our videos. They're gathering spots for like-minded people, and I think we need to take advantage of that. Now, as far as YouTube is concerned, they provided us a service. I've every one of the guys on this panel, I've been watching them for years. I consider them friends. Kyle and I live 25 minutes apart. And if it wasn't for YouTube, we would never know each other exists.
That is correct.
Lifelong friends.
CW is in Connecticut. I consider him a friend that I can call and talk to about any kind of problem I've got. Willie is from California. He's been in my home. And
Yours
slept
too?
here and ate my food, and we were glad to have him. Guys, my point is Insight Freedom. Me and him's been met up, and if you get the chance to go meet some of these guys, go meet them, because you'll be shocked at how real their videos are. Once you meet them in person, they're going to be exactly what you expect them to do, expect them to be. But I guess what I'm getting at is without YouTube, we wouldn't even know each other. And if it comes to the point where we have to move, and then we've got Highboy Reloading, we've got 76highboy.com, we've got the Reloaders Network. You can post your stuff anywhere and then link it to wherever.
Yep.
And at the same time, I really like what Walter said about we got to let's see what's going on over at Rumble for a while. Then if we all decide we're going to Odyssey or wherever or whatever, so be it. But yeah,
I'm telling you guys, it would not surprise me if it comes down to where everybody needs to trade cell phone numbers and we just individually post videos to each other's cell phones. That's the only way it's going to be safe,
If I can, Odyssey, I have a site over at Odyssey, and it's great because it automatically sends your videos over. It's really a hard site to find people, I can say that much. Where with Rumble, it's not as hard once you've subbed them. Once you're subbed them, it goes right across my banner, and I can see who's done what. Not as easy as YouTube. YouTube makes it simple,
Hey,
So
hey, can you blow my screen up for a moment? This is my phone list. I've spoken to over 3,000 viewers. Watch, I'm gonna scroll. I'm scrolling. Hang on. I don't want to stop. I don't want anyone's name to pop up or who they are. We'll just see how long it takes. There we go. That I think exactly that way, that if something happens that I get pulled off YouTube and one of my viewers isn't on the forum, I can at least get a hold and say, hey, you can find me here. That was the big thing with the forum. You can reduce me now. I'm not that interested. But my thing with the forum was that I just felt that it doesn't matter where anyone wants to put their videos, but you can just find people. What Jamie said about meeting people. Walter has been to my house. I've had 3 subscribers come to my house that I would have never met. And Walter's like the salt of the earth. He's like the father of the forum, right? And he's like, he is. And so it is really important that somehow we stay linked through all this. Hey, I just got my wife gave me a fortune. You want me to read it?
go right ahead.
Oh, did you finally get one?
No, she gave me hers. It says, your clever mind will lead you to many revolvers. Oh, rewards. Oh.
No, I read revolvers. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Now, are you stuck in California also, Hi Boy?
Huh?
Are you in California also?
I'm in Idaho.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
okay. I got a question for Charles Irby out there. I got a lot of respect for Charles, but I got a lot of respect for all you guys. Y'all come and listen to us do our thing on Friday nights, and yeah, how and why. I'm still trying to figure that out. But and we'll go through the panel and answer this question too. But first, I want to get Charlie's response. Charlie, what do you think about 44 Special as a cartridge to shoot? I've got a lead on a Ruger Blackhawk Bisley flat top 44 Special.
Is it a 44 mag and 44 special, or just 44 special?
44 Special.
Okay.
Somebody must have commissioned it or just built it that way because I don't believe they ever made one officially.
Well,
But that doesn't matter. It's still a great cartridge.
the Bisley is what I'm learning the more I dig into it. The Bisleys are built on a smaller frame than the 44 Magnums and the regular Blackhawks.
Well, it depends on which Bisley you're talking about. The one that holds a 44 is not different. They take a little one in a single 6 that they put like 327 in and 32 H&R mag in and 22 long rifle in. That's a different frame.
Right.
G23, we're still praying for your wife, buddy. Send me a text. Let me know how stuff's going.
Good night, man.
Have a good night.
Good night, brother.
See you, David.
Even Blue said good night.
Yep. I got that.
Fuzz says buy it and send it to him.
Hey guys, I'm gonna back off the chat because my tri-tip's getting cold over there. I'm gonna stay on the live chat, but if somebody else wants to jump on, let's
He
put
gonna
someone else in.
slice him some meats. What he's gonna do?
I'm slicing some meat right now. I already ate one chunk.
Well,
Good night, Mike.
I think my casting bids needs to do a video on the tri-tip.
Hey, here, my town is Santa Maria, California, and we've got our own copyrighted style of barbecue called Santa Maria style barbecue. It's grilled. Okay, it's not Georgia barbecue. What you guys?
I don't know, but you got me wanting a damn tri-tip. Damn it!
Tri-tip is a great cut of meat. It's one of the best grilling cuts of meat. A lot of fat in it, so you got to trim it, and you got to. Our style is to cook it over red oak, and the Santa Maria style barbecue is an inclusive meal, and so it's tri-tip cooked over red oak, special process of what we call pinquito beans. They're the small pink beans that we cook, grilled French bread, and salad. That's the Santa Maria style.
I just
features
want
that
steak,
tri-tip
man.
cut, and it's a great cut. If you
9
never had
minutes on
tri-tip,
each side. You're good.
All right, I'm going to jump out, you guys.
I don't know if there is a special Georgia style of tri-tip. Just 9 minutes on each side.
There you go.
Walter,
Enjoy your meal.
thanks for joining us, and then enjoy your supper.
Yes, sir. Good to see you, brother.
Hey, Marvin. Good to see you.
Marvin's
I'm
here.
more a 45 Colt guy than a 44. I like
ATM 45.
guys and call them 43s because they overstate themselves calling them 44s. But the 44 special is an awesome caliber. It doesn't need any excuses. It's great. It's always been great.
I was gonna say I know nothing about it. Never had a 44 special. Never had a 44 mag. Always one mag, but maybe one day.
I've loaded a lot of both of them, and specials a lot of fun. I mean, you can actually have fun shooting it instead of your hand going, "Why are you doing this to me?"
That's half the fun, Kyle.
I have 10 44 mags and one 44 special.
I mean, yeah, I mean, some of it is a lot of fun, but
Well, but here's the thing, I shoot mostly 44 special out of them because
yeah, I mean, you might as well make it fun to shoot.
yeah,
Angel, my girlfriend, I know Idaho hadn't, or High Boy hadn't met Angel, but she likes shooting 44 specials.
Uh-huh.
And I've got several different pistols. Even the big boy, she enjoys shooting 44 specials out of it. And I like to go shooting with her. She enjoys shooting, and I want to make it fun for her. So I mean, a 8-inch barrel Ruger Red Hawk, you know, it'll handle anything you can put down the barrel, but she enjoys the 44 specials, so that's what I've been loading.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I can take some 44 Magnums they're brutal, but they get the job done. I mean, you can go elk hunting with these things. 44 Magnum is it's a very shall I say wild caliber, because you can make everything from plinking rounds to will drop a bear within a foot. You know, you can make that round anything you want. Either it's fun to shoot or oh shit, I have to shoot it. You know, so.
Yeah, there's Big E. Back when Kyle first got that thing, I stopped at the store and picked up a box of green and white box Remington UMCs, and I think you still got a few of those, don't you?
Oh Lord, those are the chronograph killers.
But is it really, Rebel? What's the bore diameter for 44 special? And what's the bore diameter for 45?
It's 431 for 44.
429 bullets.
Yeah.
The boards are dependent on the manufacturer. They can be fatter or skinnier. But it shoots 429 jacketed bullets, 430, 431 cast.
Exactly.
There's Jesse B.
45.
Four.
45, 451 or 452. It should be 452. The autos are 451 usually, but they used to be 454.
Yeah, I'm about to say 454 is. Oh my goodness.
Well, that's one of the things that somebody told me. If I get a 44 special, be careful not to accidentally put some 454 Casull in it because it will fit. And
no, it won't fit.
It should not fit. No, it should not fit.
Another thing I want to ask y'all: how does 44 special compare with 4440?
It's a shorter case. It's a larger diameter bullet. It's about the same velocities in a pistol.
All right, Jamie, look at 357 Magnum and 38 Special. Same thing. It's the same case. It's just shorter case.
44 40 is a totally different case, Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm talking about 44 Magnum and 44 or 44 special.
Yeah, but that wasn't his question.
Yeah,
it's the same as 357 and 38 Special.
Sick 'em, CW.
I mean, I see what he's saying, but he didn't pick up on what I was saying.
4440 is a bottleneck case. It's a 427 diameter bullet. It's older than the 44 special.
Yeah.
All right, you had already picked up on that topic before I did. Sorry, we're talking 44 Magnum versus 44 Special. Same thing.
Hi, boy, have you had any experience with 4440?
No, I never have. Never have.
I know you've done a lot of 44 Special, 44 Magnum. There's AR guns.
Say that again.
I said, I know you've done lots of work with 44 Special and 44 Magnum.
Mm-hmm.
If I can say one thing, he owns 11 of them. You think he'd load for them by now? Come on now. I'd hope so.
I love him.
Are you kidding me, Walter? Look at this.
That's great, Walter.
we're talking about something that's antiquated, and he's going to start. Thorzak's, we were talking about 44 Special, 44 Magnum, and 4440.
I have no experience with 4440.
What I really like is the 45 Cowboy Special. Walter got me turned on to that. And my wife, she does not like recoil, and she likes that round. Hey, CW, you are so smart right off the top of your head. Have you ever done the 45 Cowboy Special?
Sure. Tell you all about it. What do you want to know?
It's great, isn't it? I love it. I love it.
It was designed for SAS shooters because of the powder charges and the light loads.
Yeah.
It just made more sense to have less powder volume for the
Yeah.
lower velocities they were using.
I
Other
love you,
than that, you
CW.
can load 45 Colt to be the same thing. But that's all it was.
But I haven't done it enough. I gotta always remember what dies you use. What
45 Colt.
what's the oddball die in it that's different?
It's uses the same die, same as the Schofield is the same die. They're all the same.
Okay.
It's just
And hey, I bet you if you ask him right off the top of his head, what is the mold number that you need, he can give it to you.
there's a
Really
number
good.
of them. There's a number of them.
You are the mold master, Mr. CW. I've always said it.
Garage guy, I don't know, but I know who to ask. CW.
Oh, he blows my mind with the information that he has in that dome.
CW and Highboy will know that.
Yeah, any full loaded 10 millimeter is above 357 in about everything: diameter, velocity, energy. But 10 millimeters got so many neutered loads out there that many of them are not even 357 rivals. Really, depends on what you buy. The brand you buy. But absolutely, you can get 10 millimeter loads that surpass 357 top loads. They don't quite, surpass the 41 Magnum. They'll kind of reach the low end of it, but they're not a 41 Magnum equal, but they're better than the 357 as far as velocity and energy numbers. Maybe that's what you were thinking, hi boy. There, the crimp die.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to use something other than 45 Colt because obviously it's not going to reach the roll crimp part.
Well, no, I understand what you're saying about the Schofield dies, but you can't take a regular, naturally 45 Colt size die.
You wouldn't be able to crimp with it, right?
What's that?
You wouldn't be able to crimp with it.
I can't remember what it was. I got it wrote down.
It's going to depend on the die. If there's a limitation to seating properly, it's going to depend on how much threads it's got because they're all a little bit different, even though they're all kind of the same.
Yeah. You guys
But,
want to know why I can't think of anything right now? Because I'm 56 years old, and my new position at work, I'm having to learn Excel files.
Oh, dear Lord. No, thank you.
All week. Well, not all week. Most of the week. And out driving the truck till late at night, and I'm like, my brain is like,
Control F.
I should just go do something like go back to being a mechanic or framing houses. I have a lot more energy. It takes a lot to sit in front of a computer all day and just do files, and it's just.
I'm telling you,
A
man.
long time.
All day, every day, beating
No
and
fun.
banging on a dang computer. I'm just over it. I'm ready to go home and just go to bed.
There's one guy, he's really awesome. Works in the same office. He's one of these guys that texts like this, right? He's a little younger, and I said, I'm kind of stuck on this.
no, Pastor.
I said I'm kind of stuck on this Excel file. I'm not sure what you do. He goes, fills the whole template. Goes, there you go, and walks off. I'm like,
How'd you do that?
in like 45 seconds.
Yeah. And what kills me is they know the function keys that gets them right there to it.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
control this, control that, alt this, alt that. Who taught you that?
He joined the Air Force when he was 17 and got out making a $500,000 job. Just going, no problem. Thank you. Next, come again.
Yeah, right.
Or on nuclear aircraft carrier or something like that.
Well, that's why my brain is so tired right now.
Oh, dude, I can, trust me, I can sympathize with you.
Casting and reloading and bullet stuff just sticks to me like a sponge. It always has.
Uh-huh.
Ever since I was a little kid, reading all the big writers and all the the gun rags and just stuff just stuck.
Yeah.
Whatever interests you, it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's right.
But
that's the stuff that sticks in my head, and random part numbers and stuff like that. And then, people ask me about this, that, and the other. I'm like, I come like somebody pulled the parking brake on my brain,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
What
but
is-
wait a minute. You can ramble off part numbers for this, that, and this, but you can't give me this? No.
That's what I was going to say. I bet you can whip out a part number for a Kenworth brake pad, but the other things, huh?
Exactly. I can whip out a part number real quick, but please
Georgia
hold.
Boy had a question, a comment there about 3855. Does he have a question about that? You want to know who's loading it? I don't know if you have any more to ask. I've been loading it.
I've never heard of it, but I'm sure you got a mold for it.
I got a bunch of them. I sent him a bunch of bullets.
I love you, man.
76 High Boy, you can
If it's a
show Brian
random
a
ass
bullet.
caliber, hell, I got plenty of them.
What's that?
You can just get a bullet, show him a picture of it, and he'll say, "Oh yeah, it's 4.52." Blah 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 blah. He's amazing.
I'm telling you, he's a walking fucking roll. Excuse me.
Every one
he's a
I've showed you.
Rolodex.
Every single bullet I showed you. Oh yeah, I got that mold. I shot those.
He is a walking Rolodex.
That's how Reloader 762 is.
Yeah, I've talked to him a lot too. He's a good guy.
Oh, he's a great guy. There's just very little he doesn't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of knowledge.
And if he doesn't know, he'll tell you, which is very rare.
Yeah, so
Oh, is this you?
a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on all at once. That 3855 interests me as well, Georgia Boy. And I'm really going to do some studying up on 4440 because I got some of those bullets that
delivering your order from Brand Pizza Palace. I just got caught by a roadblock or something. There's just a bunch of cars on the road. Oh, fuck, they're shooting. Let me get down. Get my gun.
Is that G23?
You pulled up on the road.
I don't know who it is. Somebody's got something going on. Maybe it's Kyle. He's not paying attention to us.
I don't know, but
That was a lot of
I
F-bombs.
never saw that video, and it was sent to me
Oh,
a
okay.
minute ago.
Okay, Kyle's.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, 3855 is a good one. It's a rifle cartridge. It's won some awards for accuracy. It was shot in Ballard competitions years and years ago. It's a good cartridge. It's kind of a bugger diameter depending on who you do. There was some big arguments between Winchester and Marlin. They wouldn't even use the name of each other in the name of the cartridge, so they had their own. They really fouled up the throat diameters, the bullet diameters. So it can be a bugger to load for. I've had to ream a couple of throats just to get them to shoot the proper bullets. The jacketed bullets are 379. A cast can be monstrous huge just to make it shoot. And then Marlin is one way, Winchester's another. Like I said, they were in a big feud back in the day. There's a lot of history with that cartridge.
No, I don't mean to change the
CW,
subject at all.
you never cease to amaze me. You can come up with all kinds of information about all kinds of random cartridges that I've never heard of, seen, or loaded for. But you know it.
Now, Jamie,
you
were
kill me. You kill me.
was there any other platforms you wanted to talk about tonight besides Rumble and all Patreon, all those other places?
No, what I was going to do, I had this big plan to go on Rumble and show everybody step by step how to create an account and all that. And then I got to thinking, I'm like, heck dang, man, if you can run YouTube, you can do that too. I mean, there may be an extra step or two in there, but Rumble ain't rocket science.
I can tell you there's two ways of doing it, though. You can get the app on your phone, or you can go on their website. I find it easier going on their website to download videos than being on their app on your phone. For me,
well, that's just about going to be anybody.
Well, the app on the phone seems to be pretty weird to navigate, depending on what you're used to. But I hadn't tried the website.
So we got an interesting question.
So you're seeing it in your die? I don't really understand.
No.
not sizing, but is it? I've never.
Are you talking about in your bore or in your sizing die or? Yeah, I think I seen a video on that, Georgia boy, and I think it was yours.
Yeah, Starline does make a different thickness case mouth with their brass, but like I just said in the comment I made there, you can rent a throating reamer and open up your throat of your 3855 by hand very easily. No worries. It's very, very simple. And then you won't have that problem. 3840 is another really neat one. The original 10 millimeter.
See, here he goes again.
Yeah, see, I've never missed with the 3855, so I was kind of,
The 3840 is the same case as the 4440, just a smaller diameter bullet. And it's not 38, it's 40. So instead of going up, it
Oh
goes
my
down.
goodness gracious.
So it goes back to the bore diameters over calibers.
I didn't sign up for a master's degree class. I was just here for Friday.
Good night, Jerry Bear.
I love
Good night,
you, brother.
Bear.
good night, Jerry Bear.
And we'll see you, Jerry Bear.
Oh, man.
Hey, there's the
I'll
best
tell you
man
what,
out there.
man, you are a Rolodex full of information, and I'm blessed to know you.
There's Big Al.
Thank you,
Big
sir.
Al's my buddy.
Big
Everyone
ass.
better be subbed. Everyone better be subbed to Big Al.
They should be. If they're not, they should be. We got Mario.
Okay, on the bullet that was sized. In other words, the copper is smearing up one side of the bullet.
Oh, the sizing die?
No, of the bullet. Yes, I have seen that before. I've had that.
How are you seating your gas checks? What
What's
machine
going
are you
on, Chico? Yeah, that when I had that, it just seemed to me like I didn't get the check square on the base of the bullet.
Yeah,
that's
so I was
why-
going to ask, was the bullet sized before he put the gas check on and tried to size the gas check on after? That was my question. I've
Good.
never had a problem with gas
Yeah, I'm not
checking
sure
having
what-
smeared at all. So I've never seen it. If you guys
I'm
have,
not
at
sure
least.
what stage he was talking about. I thought it was seating the gas check, but
Thanks, Big Al. Yeah, but you know what I mean. It just kind of tears up one side. You know, how boy, you ever seen that?
you talking about seating the gas check to the bullet?
That's
Yeah.
what they're
Is that
saying.
what you're talking about, Jamie?
I'm talking about trying to.
Bullet?
I'm talking about trying to, and it smear. It
I
just
hadn't had any problems with that.
yeah. So apparently we got some problems. Jesse can't do it. I know I can't. He goes out there. What's going on, brother?
It happens when your gas check isn't square on the seat of your the shank of your bullet, and it can also happen with the push through dies. You don't really ever see it on a 450 or a 4500 or a RCBS or a Star or any one of those old school lubricizers, because they do things a little bit differently. They just work a little differently. These newer push through dies,
They just do things different. I know what you mean.
Or if you don't have the gas check started properly, which is easy to do on a lot of the ways people put gas checks on for push through sizers, you can get that. You don't almost ever see it on a 4500 or 450 or, like I said, RCBS or any one of those lubricizers. But I've seen it too. But I never saw it leading. I just saw it make a smear. It just twists the gas check up.
Yeah, it runs up one side.
Yeah,
just kind of tears it up that way.
I haven't had that problem, and I'm thankful that I haven't. But now I know to look for it.
Well, like I said, it depends on how you're seating your gas checks.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sing a song for Big Al here in a minute.
Oh Lord, you want me to get my guitar?
No, I was just kidding. I ain't gonna make y'all suffer like that. He's talking about Big Bad John.
I figured you were gonna play trombone, and hell, I'll play guitar, and we'll just make it happen, Captain.
A Trace 2 pressure tester? What are you talking about? What's going on, Pastor? What have you done now? He bought a pressure tester? I'm thinking about it. That's interesting.
On seating your bullet, is that what you're talking about, Jamie? The pressure tester?
No, to me, a pressure tester goes in the chamber or behind the bullet. Chamber pressure gauge.
JCM says they'll get the base out.
Yeah, Mr. Pollard don't like gas checks.
I don't use a lot of gas checks either, but I can make my own. So
I've got a few of a couple of different calibers, and I've tried some, and I've not tried some, and I get mixed results, which could be expected.
I need to order some 6.5 gas checks for this Grindle.
That I cannot
lead that barrel. Oh no, I'll buy my own. It's not like I'm going to buy a bunch of them. I don't need a lot of them.
Well, they come in lots of 1,000.
Well, then I'll have to buy 1,000.
I didn't know if you. I didn't know if you wanted 10 to try out or something like that.
Well, if I got to buy 1,000, then I'll buy 1,000. It's not that big of a deal, you know, because I know I can send some to Jamie. I could send some to Brian if I had to, you know.
Yeah, they're not that stupid. So,
Ozark, I'll tell you where I use gas checks the most. 35 Remington, 350 Legend, and 357 Magnum when I'm shooting it out of the lever gun. And I'll take those Lee 200 grain round flats and put a gas check on them after I powder coat them, and I'll run them 2,000, 2,100 feet per second. And
if I'm running cast bullets out of my 308, I'll gas check them. I I got a 200 grain and a 150 grain with a gas check groove. I'll check those, and I've actually had pretty decent results out of them, and not running them super hot, just middle of the road.
Good night, Chris.
Okay, guys.
Good night, Chris.
Good night, Chris. I don't mean to interrupt you guys. GGW is the man. He texts me while we're talking. What size gas check you need? I might have them. I mean, the friendships we can get on this panel. And 4 years ago, no one wanted to talk on the phone. It's all by phone. Tap, tap, tap keyboard. And I was like, you guys know, if you read my writing, I can't type word. No, nothing. So, I mean, I'm tapping on Braille the way I type. So, Kenny, Eagle Eye Shooting
Willie
was the first guy.
has to text with a hammer.
That's right. Eagle Eye Shooting was the first guy I got a phone number from, actually talked face to face. And then live streams went big from there, and we all met each other. Long life friends.
I find that I have to gas check any bullet that takes a gas check if I'm going to push it any kind of velocity over 1,000, 1,200 feet per second. And it's for accuracy, not for any fouling, because I'm powder coating everything.
Oh, yeah.
If I've got a plain base bullet, I've shot them over 2,000 with zero fouling related to the bullet.
If I'm talking the 150 grain 308, that's going 3,000 feet per second. I mean, I'm pushing them babies.
Powder coating does not take the place of gas check, but it definitely expands the velocity range you could shoot before you need one.
Before you need one, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the reason I've been cutting the gas check shanks out of a lot of my molds, because I'll never need them above 2,000 feet per second. So what I like to tell a lot of people is, with powder coating, there really is very, very, very few handguns that require it. If you're using a rifle, okay. But with a handgun,
yeah, the only one that I worry about is my 308.
Contender has a lot of cartridges that'll push the threshold of a gas check.
And GGW just told me
several other rifles. Yeah, I'm about to say now that I've acquired several other rifles, 8mm Mausers and Mosins and stuff like that, which never really intended to acquire, but I did. So we might play around with that.
I was told Sages Outdoors sell smaller quantities of brass checks.
Yep, they do. Gators too. Gators are good checks.
Yep, yeah, I've heard that.
They're awful good. So, how boy, you been awful quiet, brother? What's your thoughts on gas checks?
He's just sitting over there listening to us idiots talk.
No. I do agree with CW on the handguns. The very little casting I've done, but with the powder coating I've done, I agree with him on that. I just don't I've never really had a need to use a lot of gas checks. I really haven't. But I've been looking at Utreon while you guys are talking. Hey, does Big Al have a channel?
On YouTube, he does.
On YouTube, yeah.
I tried to find it. Could you guys post a link? So that would be awesome. And
Fred's still there. He's good at that.
Fred,
I'm about to say, Fred, you're up.
I don't have a wrench, so I can't put it up. He's there. He just posted my channel.
I'll fix that. Okay. John's hand loading. I'll check Discord, and I'm glad you made it in before we got done, man. And there be Big Al, cause Tread is on the job.
There he is.
He does good work. I'm telling you what, he's like I Dream of Jeannie. You snap your fingers and bam.
I just think everyone should sub everyone who's seeing each other in the side chat. Everyone should be subbed to everyone, and Big Al is the man.
Oh,
myth,
Big
the
Al's
legend.
always been the man. Oh my goodness.
Uh,
I don't
and
got to worry
Big,
about gas checks that much because I shoot zinc 90% of the time.
There you go.
Big E has a Discord channel over there too, on where they do basically what the Reloaders Network thing does, and there's Kyle Lush channel. He don't
Where?
do videos anymore, but
I hadn't done any in a minute, but thank you, Tread. I appreciate that, sir.
so
Hey, tell you
I
what,
did
Tread. Go.
I did a video this week.
I was subscribed to Big Al's channel, and I've never got any notifications.
I can say that's not unusual because only time I find out my friends make a video is they text me, hey, I put a video up. I hardly ever do I get a message. And I'll tell you what, if you put a video up, I can tell you right now who's going to be the first person to say, saw it first. And that's CW Longshot. That man is, bing, he's there. Every time I put a video up within seconds, first, that's what you're going to see first.
That's because he never sleeps.
He does. He just goes to bed at a decent hour and gets up before the chickens.
Tread, I have a challenge for you, sir. I know where you live. Go to the Peterbilt of Atlanta location and take a picture with Trini, and he'll probably send you home with some Hatch chili peppers and tell him I said, hey. Yeah, it's weird. We know people all across the state. Man, yeah, it's crazy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll go over on the YouTube side, CW, and make you a moderator
Thank you, sir.
and get you a wrench, man. It ain't cool if you ain't got a wrench. Well, how you liking Utreon, high boy?
Well, I don't know, because I will tell you the other thing is CW, he's got me looking at 4440s. I'm at best guns right now. CW,
He's exploring. He's exploring.
If my wife realizes you've got me looking at guns, you're in trouble.
I have a lot of friends with that same comment.
Yeah, I would really like a 3855 and a 4440. But the thing about that is, you start going down, like I would love to have 45 long Colt. I would love to have 44 Magnum 44 special kind of thing. But you can't have just one. You know, you got to have a single action revolver. You got to have the lever gun. Next thing you know, you got to have a double action. So, yeah.
I've got 444 mags now.
One Smith, was it 29 Dirty Harry gun? But I'd want a 4-inch barrel for me. If I could get that one, I'd be done with a 44 mag. I'd be happy.
Well, there's a reason why 6s and 8s are more popular. And after you have a 4, you'll know.
You would not be happy.
I understand.
You would be
no, I want a 4. Hang on. I've told everyone this. I want a 2.5-inch ported 44 mag. That's what I want. I've been saying that for as long as I've known everyone here, and one day I'll have one.
If you look up definition of Safe Queen, that's what it'll show.
Oh, I'll shoot the hell out of it. I don't care if my feelings fall out. I'm going to shoot that thing to the barrels that has no rifling left.
No, Lead Bullet Junkie, he says, be a man, buy that gun without your wife knowing. Well, I don't have any debt, so my wife will just let me.
If you got the money, buy it and tell your wife I bought it for you.
My way of thinking, Jamie, on new calibers and stuff like that is what do you got that'll work with what you want to get? In other words, do you have 45 ACP bullet molds? And I'm sure you do.
One.
That'll all work on the 45 Colt. If you go 44,
If he don't, I got plenty.
You go 4440, you need 44 molds, and if you get an older 4440, you can't even use those because they're too fat. 4440 old stuff is 427. A lot of the new stuff goes to 429, the same barrels, but originally it was a smaller bullet, so it's a different caliber.
Sluggy bore, and Jamie, tell me what you need.
Yeah, just don't use Kyle's lead to slug barrels.
No, you can use my lead to slug barrels. You just got to think about what you're doing before you're doing it.
I saw an interesting gun, and we got to start winding it up. No, we were 10 minutes late, weren't we?
I know what Willie's talking about. It wasn't my fault. That was Cabela's lead that slugged that barrel.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, I know
One day I'm
exactly
gonna have
what
one.
Willie's talking.
I'm gonna have me a ported small little pork chop gun. So if I miss, it cooks them with a powder burn.
I tell you what, there ain't nothing like having a 44 hog leg up under your coat.
Unless you got a 45.
Nah.
I can do everything you can do, but I can do bigger.
No, I understand, and I've got plenty of 45s. But a 44 hog leg up under your coat, that makes you feel good.
They used to say, why do you carry a 45? And that's because they don't make 46s.
Right.
That's good.
That's kind of changed now.
I've got a shoulder holster for my 1911. Don't worry about it.
I got.
Don't come around here making any mischief. I'll handle it.
I got a question that we really need to answer for
Okay.
for new techs I can. A guy just getting into reloading and casting. What mold do you recommend that he get for 44 mag, 44 special?
I like
with the Lee go with the Lee truncated cone tumbleweed. It's what is the number? Come on, CW.
I don't do 43s, but it's probably a 429-240 TL.
429-240 TL, I think it is.
It's an echo in here.
We're going to stay away from tumbleweeds because I believe that the traditional shaped bullets work better, shoot better.
Okay, all right, wait for it. Oh crap! I gotta go inside.
There you go. Text 429-421. That's a Keith style bullet. I'm almost sure.
That does sound right.
Depends on the.
That does sound right.
I like that bullet a lot, but there's a lot of different cherries.
Now, let me tell you, NOE makes a mold where you can do hollow point or flat point. And, well, there goes the dog.
Pastor, that's the one I picked out for him on Midway, and I didn't realize it was that heavy.
Yeah, the NOE mold is spectacular. Hang on, I can actually show you a bullet.
I can show you a 429, 421 right here. I just happen to have it right here. Now, this particular mold is not a common one, and Keith specified equal width driving bands, and you can see that top driving band is like a hairnail thin. It's really, really thin. So it depends on the cherry that cut the mold and the age of your mold.
Yeah.
This is Olive Point. I did the video on this recently.
All right, Jamie.
That's a good one right there.
Schmear.
That's the one I like. That's what I would pick. That was the answer I gave you, RCBS. And that looks a lot like the RCBS. See the thicker driving band? That's
Yeah,
still not all the way Keith, but that's a lot closer than mine.
and a hollow point. Very cool.
That's
I
a
was
lot
going to
closer.
remelt this one. I might keep it. But yeah, you can't
the
go
K-
wrong with it.
K is real close to the KT. It's a Keith. It depends on how old it is. KT is Keith type or Keith. That's what the K is.
Yeah.
Please, Jamie, this sounds weird, but unblow me. Thank you. Yeah, that's a great mold. They drop really well. As soon as you get them warmed up, it's off to the races, man. That's what I used to use my casting Saturday. I'm so sorry about the heating unit is just working like crazy because it's cold now.
What mold do you got, Mr. Pollard? Yeah. Tex, the main thing you need to know is Keith type bullets are semi-wide cutters. They make real nice holes in targets. They're great for hunting, shooting, whatever.
Here's a good example. These are both 429, 421 bullets. See the top driving band?
Yeah.
Yep.
See, one of them is the hollow point and one of them is a solid. So it all depends on what mold you get, what cherry cut it.
Okay.
I'm telling you, CW is the boss.
Hi, boy. How are you doing with casting? Are you still digging in, or are you?
Been so busy.
Which is French for
No. One of these days it'll slow. You know what? COVID changed a lot. You know, when you can't find people to work.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I'm doing Excel files, because like if I don't do this, then things don't get done. You know, so I'm hoping the next couple of months it'll slow down and I'll get back on my feet. So I actually what I did is I kind of set my shed up outside where I can cast, because I get better air movement. So and I'm really not confined to just summer, because I can put a heater out there. So once I get a little more time, that is my goal, is to do more casting, is start doing more of it. So, but I'm listening to you guys.
It's a rabbit hole. You can go down deep. You can go way deep. Ask Brian.
You can go way down deep.
There's a 45 version of that 44 310.
That's a nice bullet.
That's the same bullet,
Good
just a
God.
45 caliber. And this
I like
checks in
that.
about 330, 325, something like that.
Okay, one of the things is I was texting with him the other day and helped him with this. He slugged his barrel, and it's coming out 431. So he's hesitant to buy a. Yes, you do, 6-shooter Texan, and let me know when you do. I'll order one.
Absolutely.
He's hesitant to buy a 429 mold because he slugged his barrel and he's got a 431 barrel.
Okay, what kind of gun?
What kind of gun is it, Tex? I think it's a Smith 629.
So it's a revolver. The bigger number you need to know is your throat in your cylinder. You want to make sure that your cylinder throats are not going to screw everything up. If you've got a cylinder throat that's running, let's say it's running 429 or 428, you're going to have leading like crazy because that cylinder throat's going to squeeze down your bullet and it's never going to hit the rifling properly in the barrel. You want your cylinder throats to be.
It's going to wobble down. It's going to wobble down the barrel
and lead like crazy. So you want your cylinder throats a little bit larger or the same as your bore, as your barrel. 431, that's pretty standard. It's a little on the fat side, but it's pretty standard. I wouldn't worry too much. Are you going to be powder coating?
He will. He's got a Model 69 and a Henry X.
Generally, fat bullets are not a problem. You can't think about the mentality with jacketed. Cast bullets are totally different. So whereas a jacketed bullet, fat, would raise your pressures and you make you all nervous, it's not the case with a cast bullet. Not at all. If it can go in the chamber, you can fire it without a worry. Cast bullet. Yep, I agree, John.
Yeah, but his concern was, sorry, Rebel. His concern was that a 429 was going to be too small.
Oh yeah,
and that's it's been my experience that bullets typically drop out of the mold fatter than the rating, just like they usually are heavier than what they're rated.
On your alloy, but yes,
it does. It does.
Yep, totally alloy dependent. That's why
it should be
what alloy you're going to be using when you buy your mold, because they're going to size it and they're going to have it set up to do that alloy.
And you shouldn't be scared if it's 431 to 433.
Especially
depending on what you're doing there.
Yeah, under is going to lead. Now your bullets will obturate and they will fill the bore, they will seal, depending on your velocity and your pressure, but more than likely they will. But still, you don't want to start out with an undersized bullet diameter.
Oh, you're going to be doing a lot of gun cleaning if you do that. if you cast a 428 bullet to go down that, yeah, you're going to have a problem.
But my point is, and Charles, I don't know the answer to that question, but it seems like it could. Looks to me like you'd have to really, really bail that case out.
It's a black powder cartridge, so the brass is really thin. So 3840, 4440 both had that problem. Just have to be careful. 22 Hornet has that problem. You just have to be careful.
Everyone needs to buy iron molds and load zinc, just like me and Andy do. That's what I got to say to that.
Y'all are weird.
I'll take that. I enjoy casting just as much as I do shooting. I love going out to cast. It's so relaxing to go out there and drop 30 pounds of lead and just be happy.
There you go. Tex. That's the one Pollard likes.
503.
That's what we're saying, Pastor. He's already slugged both bores, and they're both 430, and that is a good thing. That both guns have the same bore diameter. I think he's ahead of the game over some guys. And with that, we probably need to start wrapping it up. But yeah, I picked out the Lee 310, 429, 430, 310. And I said, I like the looks of that bullet because it wasn't a tumbleweed bullet. But I think I hadn't tested it, but I think that I think what do I think? I lost my train of thought. I think a conventional style bullet shoots better than tumbleweed. That's just my thinking. I haven't tested it, but I think they will.
With handgun bullets, that's what I find too.
That's good night, Ocean. Thanks for being here. And we're going to start going through the room. And
Real quick, you're saying a lube bullet shoots better than a powder coated bullet?
No, a tumble lube designed bullet, which is a standard grease groove.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, the grease groove design shoots better.
If I could say this, they say on long distance rifling, a traditionally lubed bullet shoots better than a powder coat, but I haven't done it on my own to see if it's true or not.
My own theory on that is most of the guys doing that are older. As we get older, we get set in our ways. We're not so eager to bend and change and adjust. Mm-hmm. And I think personally that the reason that there's no powder coated bullets in those sports is because it's a newer, younger person's thing. It's a new thing. So they're just not willing to try it.
I agree with you. Mm-hmm.
AR, good to see you out there, buddy. I'm glad you're feeling better. So I want to take a minute and then just thank High Boy for joining us tonight. I think we got some good ideas for moving forward, and you guys don't be afraid to go over to his forum if you got any questions. That's what he's there for, and there's lots of guys there just like here. You can get your questions answered. And anything else you want to say?
No, I just thank you for the invite. And you guys are great. And I need to pop in on these more often when I'm not on the panel. I don't know why I don't, but I'll certainly start doing that.
Well, you're welcome anytime you want to join us. Just give me a text or an email, and we'll make it happen.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And CW, it's good, man. I'm sitting here soaking up a lot of what you guys are saying, and for me, time has really been tough. But my goal is I do want to do more casting, and just dive in. So hopefully, I got my shed all set up. As soon as time frees up, I'll be doing more for sure.
I'm trying to help any way you think I can.
I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go, Mr. Pollard. He ain't letting up, is he? Good night, Edward. I want to thank you guys. Man, y'all rocked the place out tonight. It's been like I think the highest number I saw was 63, so that's pretty cool. Willie, what are you working?
It's been the best. It's been the best of 2022.
One in a row.
Been our best live stream of the year so far. What are you working on, Willie?
Just the Grendel. I got to get out once I feel better and kick this cold. Then I got to go out and shoot the Grendel. That's the main thing I got to do. I got to sight a couple pistols in and a rifle, but that's down the range. But thanks for having me. And hi, boy, it was really nice meeting you, sir. I've seen a lot of your videos.
Thank you very much. Pleasure meeting you as well.
You can ask everyone. I'm an ass. It's okay. You can say it.
He is.
He's just fine, buddy.
I've seen him do it.
That's awesome.
CW, what are you going to be up to, buddy?
Well, I'm waiting on a mold still, but I don't expect it anytime soon. I bought a big 310 grain.
What mold could you possibly be waiting on?
Well, if you didn't,
you've got all of them. Damn it!
You would know.
Let him talk, Kyle. Go ahead, CW.
Turned his microphone off. He did. It's a 35 caliber 310 grain bullet, slick side. So that's going to be an interesting thing, but it's going to be a custom cut because I made some changes to the design. It's going to be a accurate mold. So
That
I don't expect that one for
sounds-
another month or so.
Hang on. Maybe we need to exchange phone numbers.
Guys, I got to tell y'all, and I don't want to interrupt the flow of stuff, but those slick-sided bowls are just exciting to me.
They
Aren't
just
they?
rain bullets. They absolutely rain bullets.
They just exactly. Sometimes on my 45, when I break the sprue, if I'm not ready to flip them over the roof, they want to fall out automatically. You know,
Yeah.
I got to squeeze the handle if I don't want them to fall out. It's crazy.
And I'd just like to again thank High Boy for joining us. It was really good. A lot of information there. And don't go away when we go off the air, High Boy.
Okay, I won't.
Yeah, we have an little talk afterwards.
You
And
got it. You got
we're
it.
already over 2 hours, so let's wrap this up. Kyle, what you working on, my brother?
I just want to thank the side chat for being here, like you always are. Love every one of you. Glad y'all could be here. Want to thank the panel for being here, especially our special guest, High Boy. And we'll talk to you here in a second. And just Happy New Year is all I can say.
Well, I'm thankful High Boys joined us. I'm glad Willie's here. Good to have CW back. He was busy over the holidays. Nothing like time with friends and family on the holidays. You got to do that. So glad he's back. Glad all you guys are back and blessing us with your appearance. And you guys rocked it out. Like I said, we had, I think, 63 for a while. Charles, thank you for being here. Good to see you out there, buddy. So many of y'all guys out there. Check us out on Georgia Shooting Connection on Instagram. Check out, send us an email if you need to get in touch with us at georgiashootingconnection@gmail.com. Don't forget High Boys Forum. Don't forget the Reloaders Network. And a lot of guys have already moved over to Rumble. So y'all go check out Rumble. And looks like we might be checking out Odyssey and Utreon as well. So thanks, Walter. And with that, we hope the Lord blesses y'all all real good. And if he's willing, we'll see y'all next Friday night at 8 o'clock. Say good night, y'all.
Good night, everyone.